Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Super Mike 2164. Hope you guys have a good morning, good day, good afternoon, whatever time you're hearing this. And I just wanted to make this one real quick because I just wanted to put it on the mind of the brothers out there, the brothers and sisters, the black brothers and sisters, that if we want justice out here, we got to actually, and we want value, we want to get equal value out of anything that we participate in. I mean, we got to create our own. We got to create our own. So do we actually know, do we actually care about the value of a brotherhood or a sisterhood? And it kind of got something to deal with the union, something to deal with organizing, something to deal with what a lot of people now refer to as gang. A gang. Okay. But really, it's just about protecting yourself, protecting your friends, protecting the people that you care about. And that's something that, a lot of us don't understand. That's what I want to kind of touch on today, just really quick. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to touch on it pretty quick. So like I said, we do a lot of talking on our jobs with each other. We do a lot of complaining about these organizations called businesses, called jobs, called unions, called state organizations, and police departments or whatever have you, that we decide to participate in. Most of the times it's just to get money. But labor is power. Your labor is a bargaining chip. And then when you have a collective bargaining chip called collective bargaining of your labor, that has always been a source of power for any group of people. Now, the thing is, if you don't group up, organize yourselves, put down your petty differences, you have to subordinate your personal feelings sometimes, all the time, in order to get a greater good. A greater good, which is protection and stability. Okay. And, your individual labor, it may not be too much valuable because it can always be replaced. But when you have a lot of people deciding to organize themselves, deciding to support each other, when one is attacked, when one is offended, everyone supports, then that's when you have a bargaining chip. And a lot of us don't understand that value. And so that's something that we're going to have to try to change, because we're going to have to try to change our thinking. And all I wanted to do is just put out a few points on that, because this right here, let's look at it. We'll look at this here. The thing, it's so funny, the thing that they call gangs, the thing that we've been told on TV never to associate ourselves with. That is what the unions, that's a collective bargaining chip. They prosecute people for going gangs. Now, all gangs they associate the word gang now with pure criminal. They have anti-gang legislation. And now we see from the thing down here in Atlanta that you can literally just the cops or the police can just declare groups a gang. So this shows how LA gang members go union. And this is in 2007 that they wrote this story. So it says shortly after his release from prison 4 years ago, Julio Silva, that's Hispanic, entered the apprenticeship program in the Iron Workers Union, Local 433, in La Palma. To his alarm, he learned that iron workers call all first-year apprentices punk. He had been an East Los Angeles gang member, a drug user, a car burglar, and in and out of jail. That in that world, a punk was somebody's prison sex slave. But Silva tried not to let it bother him. The more he worked at his new job, the more his skills improved. Ironwork became the one legal thing that he'd done well. It also paid $29 an hour plus benefits as an apprentice. Glimpsing a future, Silva's desire to do drugs was replaced by his determination to master the use of sleever bars and spud crescents. After Silva's first year on the job, the iron workers simply called him Julio. I never thought my history would allow me to have something more than $7 an hour, said Silva at 37. I don't see this happening nowhere else but in the union. It's given me the best opportunity of my life. Silva is among a large and growing number of Southern California gang members who have joined building trade unions over the last decade as construction work has boomed. These good-paying jobs were once reserved for those with family connections, as fathers recruited sons. That's white families. Inside jobs, okay? But today, beset by non-union competition and an aging membership, unions have stepped up recruitment in minority enclaves, where many young men have criminal pasts. Now, homeboy recruits homeboy. All right? So, and what I'm saying is they will go after the white Hispanic first. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that because they are going to align more with them in their ideology because the organization has a history, if unions has a history of trying to keep blacks out of work. That's something that we need to understand. And what's going on, everybody? Make sure you guys press the thumbs up, share the message, and tell me what you think about this story. But I just wanted to get this out here because the thing is, the value of brotherhood, of sisterhood. Notice, they don't care nothing about criminal. With us, if you have a criminal past, they want to demonize you. They want to make sure they restrict your money. They want to make sure that they stop you from doing anything legitimate. But when they need something, when they need labor, when they need to make a business deal, when they need transactions done, they'll go ahead and get that labor from you and pay you. They don't care nothing about criminal history. You see, they don't care nothing about that. This is the reason why you can see white people get jobs and stuff that you can't get. Black people go to college, pay all sorts of money, get all sorts of debt, and you still can't get a job. You still can't get a job that pays you halfway anything. $29 an hour. That plus, and then you get overtime. That's about $45 an hour, and you getting that. You can get. What is that? Let's look at this. That's a good. 30 times 40. Let's see. That's like 70,000 a year. Yeah, so that's about 70,000 a year. So y'all, that's good money. A lot of y'all went to college. This man went to jail and he making 70,000 a year. Y'all went to college and can't make 30,000 a year. And that's just the value of a brotherhood. It's just because these people were in unions. They created these unions. So let me go here just to show this and to make this connection. So the history of these trade unions, some of the history milestones. So basically, milestones in the struggle to protect workers' rights. All right, so labor unions are associations of workers formed to protect workers' rights and advance their interests. Unions negotiate with employers, you see, through a process known as collective bargaining. The resulting union contract specifies workers' pays, hours, and all that. Now, the thing is, you can't negotiate if the members are sellouts. If you don't have any organization, all of the guys, the people, the laborers, the employees, they have to be able to be willing to submit to the negotiation terms. They can't be going backdoor and having more loyalty to the employers versus loyalty to themselves and each other. They have to actually see themselves as brothers and sisters. And with just that, they can start creating benefits for themselves. So, the bottom line of a labor union, so that's the takeaway. So they want to show some of the timelines. In this country, she says 1768, first record of a worker strike. All right, 1835, Black Hawkers held a strike at the Washington Navy Yard. In 1867, National Union cigar makers became first union to accept women. Now, keep in mind this work in these milestones before the Civil War. That right there is the labor problems that the people had with slavery. All right. So we got in 1866, National Labor Union was created. Now that labor union wasn't created to. It's because that labor union was created because there was no slavery, and you had to negotiate with employers. So I just wanted to read this part here, excluding women, blacks, and immigrants. Now, immigrants. Okay. They want to put themselves with women. They want to put women and immigrants with black workers. Black workers was really the issue. Women and immigrants is not the issue because women are their wives. Okay, so their wives are going to get all the benefits that they get anyway. And these immigrants, that's just something that, they can label anybody because to them, all white people were not immigrants. And, white people, especially at that time, were the immigrants. So after the Civil War and the end of slavery, the need for both skilled and unskilled labor increased. Union members in the skilled trades remained overwhelmingly native-born white males. Through the 19th century, these higher-paid workers had the funds to pay union dues and contribute to strike funds. They were reluctant to organize unskilled Irish and Italian immigrants, whatever. You see how they try to equate that with the black people? Keep in mind, Irish, Italian immigrants, and also excluding women and black workers. See, they always want to lump everybody along with us when they know it's really just about those black workers, because after the Civil War and after slavery, that was the issue, those black workers. And they would take any of those, and as we see today, they would gladly take women, they would take Italians, they would take Irish, they would take any immigrants, they would take even Hispanics before they want to really take those black workers and give them an equal shake at the opportunities. So black workers were often paid lower wages, which made white workers fear they would be replaced by cheaper labor. Excluded groups organized. See, this is what we need to understand. Excluded groups organized their own unions. Okay, black hawkers in the shipbuilding industry held a strike at the Washington Navy Yard. Women tailors, shoe binders, mill workers, black laundresses formed their own unions. That's something that we need to understand as black people today. You can form your own union, and you don't have to ask anyone. The way you form your own union is you create unity within your friends and people at the job. And everybody knows that on these jobs, there's other subcategories inside of the union. So in the union, you have different groups, different little gangs, different little cliques within the union itself, within your job. That's the kind of stuff that, we need to understand and we need to get through. We need to deal with, because if you don't understand the value of that stuff, you're going to stay complaining, broke, not really, having the same negotiating power, because you don't have any power. You don't have any, you don't have any ability. You don't have any group unity and activity. And therefore, you're going to be taken advantage of. And that's just as simple as that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to touch on, guys. Let me know what you think about this subject. And hopefully that would make you all think about, how you can form unions. And the suggestions I would say is, like I said, do something group. I'm going to start doing some of this stuff here. Hopefully when we start talking on the weekends, we want to just have the black people. This is for black people. I mean, some of y'all so sell out. Y'all going to be telling your white friends to come on and everything, and that's fine. But when we start doing these talks, we want black people to come on here, and we just have these conversations and just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. And we want to do this on maybe, try at least every weekend, like Saturday or something. Just come online. Hopefully we get 60 more people. We start doing it a little bit more. We start people start having in-person meetings or whatever. And just figure out ways to help each other, figure out ways to serve each other. And just keep doing it. So that's pretty much the solution. And we're going to keep on banging at this drum. Hopefully we can get something going. All right. Peace out.